just taking this rare moment I have in the garden to sit and appreciate my plants. You can see the fig trees in the distance, leaves are coming out. And it looks like I'm going to get some gooseberries for the first time since they were transplanted from my allotments, and blackcurrant bushes are flowering. Last year wasn't good for berries. It might be different this year. Here's my little conifer. The tree that I took cutting from, which grew into this beauty, was destroyed along with the rest of both of my allotments actually, as soon as I don't like to use the term gave them up, but I had to move on for various reasons. I wanted to deepen my relationship with nature in other ways, because we don't live forever. But unfortunately the worst happened, and the people that took them over just completely destroyed them. And I'm so glad I had the foresight to save as many of my rose bushes as I could, and well, as much as everything that I could. I even cut down my fruit trees, and I have seeds of those. I saved seeds from 2022, which I'm yet to have a go at sowing, but they're in the fridge in jars, and hopefully I might germinate some. Yeah, yesterday was kind of a watershed, if that's the right word to use, session for me. I learned a lot, and it kind of, I remember saying that I was determined to my detriment, sometimes determined when I have a goal to see it through whatever, and that includes this sit spot under the oak thing that I'm aiming to do daily. And that's still very much the case. And haven't given up on that at all. But what happened yesterday, I pushed myself too hard, and I had the most awful night of upset stomach and just hyperactive. I stuffed myself with dark chocolate yesterday to thought I needed some more iron, and haven't eaten sugar since Christmas, and it just sent me into this hyperactive spin, and I was awake all night. It's just awful. Just so that I had the energy to go for a walk and see my tree, and yeah, it did me good, but it kind of taught me to listen to my body. I thought I was good at that because I practiced yoga and meditation. But yeah, I mean, being in the woods is a very visceral experience for me. It's a mind-body experience, and it's a chance to soothe my body and let my mind take a rest from all the, I don't know, the evaluating, judgment, working things out, trying to find solutions that we all go through. And I was thinking that nothing in nature is forced, and that's something that I need to learn from. And throughout this journey of the oak tree sit spot, I want to be taught by nature. I love reading books and I'll continue to do that on the subject, but I'm going to allow myself, just to be taught by what I experience. And I'm not going to be making more demands on myself because there's enough people doing that around me. And if I were to do that, it's just more abuse that I'm inflicting on myself. And I'm just coming out today and sitting on my bare bum with my feet on the wet grass after rain, and I couldn't be happier. The neighbours are all indoors because it's raining. There's no DIY going on today, and it's just shown me that I needn't push myself. That tree is already in my heart. I carry it in my heart. And it's become my private journey, and not for an audience really, in the way that I've been doing it. Because remember, I keep saying in my videos that mobile phones aren't conducive to forest bathing, which is 100% true, and this is what I know to be true, and that I want to put into practice again. And I've done what I set out to do. I think I've shown people how to forest bathe through my videos. There's enough of them on my channel, both my wild camping, stealth camping, campsite camping, and now silver therapy videos for people to get the general idea. So from now on, I'm going to have to take my phone with me because of my responsibilities at home, but it's going to be firmly in my pocket. I'm not going to take it out at all, and I'm going to take pen and paper to record my experiences, and I'm going to put my findings in this blog that I keep promising. And it is sort of always bubbling away in my mind, and now I've realised that that is the home for this journey, is in the blog, not on camera. Just looking at the birds, which isn't to say that I won't be making any more videos. I will, but this is something, this oak tree sit spot experiment is something that people are going to have to read about instead of watch, just so that I get a chance to practice what I preach and fully immerse myself in the forest. So And I'm worrying a lot about being homeless, being made homeless for various reasons. And I want to continue teaching myself sustainability, um, you know, buy more books about wild edibles, and because I'm never homeless in nature, I couldn't feel more at home in the woods. And with feeling a part of this intricate web of beings that we're all a part of. And it's not some naive romantic notion, it's something that I've learnt the hard way in lots of ways. I've learnt a lot of lessons by doing it, by camping in a field of ticks, surviving the cold on a Scottish island, and here we are. That didn't last long. Neighbours are out. I think we've got a parakeet in the tree. And I'm going to have to make quite a difficult decision about my master's degree in green building that I was accepted onto at the Centre for Alternative Technology. I'd love to do it, but if I move to Scotland, I won't get a student loan. I have to be living in England and Wales, and I have to prioritise my own safety and security. And I don't think I'm quite ready to live in the wilderness just yet. And there's nothing in place for me here that guarantees that. And I can teach myself all the things that I want to achieve. I've taught myself the theory of how to build my own cob house. And I've managed to get a natural building course for free, another online one, and basically doing a practical cob building course is going to cost a whole load less than a £10,000 master's degree, and I don't need to be a Master of Science to do what I want to do, basically. It'd be nice, and it would mean that I'd be with like-minded people and the safety of and community of university again. But I don't want more debt. I'm not in any significant debt, but I don't want to be in any debt, to be honest, anymore. I don't want to be beholden to anybody. And I don't think it's probably not worth that in the long term. So they might hold my place for another year, and I don't know what might change in a year for me. So we'll just see. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I'm not going to stress. So that's the update for today, and very much hope to be going to the forest tomorrow. But today I chose to honour my instincts and my body and look after myself, which we should all be doing. So thank you for being here, listening, and yeah, look out in the posts section for a link to my blog where you can read all about the oak tree and the sit spot. And I will be making other videos, but not on this particular journey. I think you've got enough to be getting on with. Okay, see you soon. Bye.